The first day we had a bit of a look round Addis. This is one of the many churches we were to see. In the grounds was the grave of the sister of Emily Pankhurst. The next day we went out to the airport, got on a plane to Baradar on Lake Tana. After a look round, we then got a boat across to this church on this peninsula.
Plaster it with straw, with hay, plus animal dung. That's how they plaster it. Single wood. You see that? From a single wood, you can see the doors are also soppy, and very likely they are from fig tree. They are cut out of it. Which is very much like the Ark of the Covenant. We expect the Ark of the Covenant, the replica inside. We think it has a rectangular shape. Then the martyrs, am I clear?
Martyrs. Yes, martyrs.
The martyrs, yeah. And they were Roman soldiers. And as you know, the Roman Empire was pagan until the 4th century AD. Then they were converted into Christianity.
Typical Ethiopian church is round.
Is that the Nubian wood back there?
Yeah, Nubian wood.
Yeah.
Nubian wood.
Heading back for the boat. The next day we took a short drive out to a point where we could walk to the Blue Nile Falls. A lot of the water has been diverted for hydroelectricity. These are the falls. Blue Nile. For those that might have not crossed the bridge, this is what it looked like. This is a cow. At the end of the walk we went back to the village and had a quick look round the markets. Later on in the day we went to this lookout to watch the sunset. Leaving Baradar, we got in the bus and headed north to the castles of Gondar.
so the word is out. The French are here.
We are coming to the center of the city, but this is the area where you can see some of the Italian buildings from 1930s.
After checking in at the hotel, we went out and looked around the castles.
Who claim a genealogical connection through the last king of Exum till now. That was the last king of Exum.
Here's the church. Now at the baths.
We knew they fell into Portuguese. But then after it was like a school of swimming pool for the nobility offspring, children. And throughout the 17th century, according to the local history, it was full of water so that women they can enjoy having papyrus boats.
The next day we went to debark up on the Simeon Mountains. First stop in the Simeon Mountains. Have a look at the escarpment. We're at 2.8 now. It is. The purpose of our stay here was a short walk along the escarpment.
In Ethiopia, number one Jesus, number one killer. I think the second one is kind of lung.
You can't go far in Ethiopia without running to a baboon. Lunch spot. The weather was closing in and it was soon to start raining.
And formed by volcanic activity 25 million years ago by the period of Cenozoic. So we've got
Our guide for the walk.
There are
There are also two armed men.
In geology, it can be a bit dangerous. You can imagine like one Galada baboon kid, Galada baboon can eat 1 kilogram of grass per day.
On the walk now. Shortly after this, the rains came down and we made back for the bus. The next day, we left the mountains on a very rough road, heading for Exum.
By the way, this one was built by the Italians.
Oh my God!
They built
the major roads and the good roads.
Since it's 100 years old.
60 years old, 60, 70 years old.
Lalibela.
The road out of this steep cliff, you know.
To be fair, the road was only rough because they were rebuilding it. At certain points we had to just stop and wait for them to clear the road of boulders. The next day in Exum. This is the view from the hotel looking at the stele. This is the Colette stele in Exum. These carvings are supposed to represent windows and stories, as in stories in floors, not stories as in telling stories. This is an ancient tomb.
So when they say there are big cellar and there is small water, why?
One of the big churches in Exum. Those sticks are used by the congregation to lean on if the service goes on too long and they get a bit tired. And typically services go for about 3 hours. These buildings are claimed to house the Ark of the Covenant, but seeing they wouldn't let me have a look at it, I can't verify this. And this was claimed to be the Queen of Sheba's palace, but there seems to be some dispute about that. Queen of Sheba's palace, apparently. Leaving Exum, we flew south to Lalibela.
Does anyone know how to ride? Because it's like make me hang on to this. I don't need to hang on to this.
And the next day we went on a mule ride up the hill to a monastery. A mule ride up the hill. Lalibela down there. We're nearly at 3,000 metres. left the mules. We're going to walk up to the top of the ridge there. Still on the way up. Lalibela. Looking back down on the path we came up. One of the main features of Lalibela is the rock-hewn churches. Unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to video them. My camera had to be put into the safekeeping of our guide. These shots were taken with a still camera video, which seemed to be acceptable. They just dig down into the rock and leave the bits of rock out of the church there. The next day we left Lalibela and flew back to Addis, where we spent the night, and then the next morning got into the truck again and headed south down the Rift Valley to Wantaganet.
Who is going to net first? Your way.
Pied kingfisher. After a night at the hotel at Wonderganet, we went for a walk. An ultimate day. Going on a little walk. Wonderganet. Colorbus monkey again. This is the water that feeds the hot pool coming out of a hot spring. I reckon it's 85 degrees C.
It's nice to see it. Most of the body out of the wood.
The last day, after which we headed back to Addis and dispersed.